How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the TMNT / Universal Monsters mashup of April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. Super excited about this one. I've had it since it was released. It was actually originally a pre-order on NECA's site 2022, and then made it a haulathon exclusive for Target a little bit after that, so I was kind of bothered by that a little bit, but hey, at least I got the figure. I didn't have to go hunting for it in all the Target stores or anything like that, because I never saw this figure in any of the Targets near me. But let's go ahead and get a quick look around the box, and then we'll get her opened up and get a better look at the figure. So for starters, guys, I have to say I really love the artwork here on the cover, and I honestly think yeah, it's a nice take on the Bride of Frankenstein, as well as using Judith Hoag's likeness. I really dig the colors on this. I like the lightning and stuff like that. Really, really nice artwork every time that NECA releases one of these guys. I love the artwork on these boxes. They're really, really nice. But April O'Neil is the Bride of Frankenstein Ultimate action figure. Photo shots of the rest of the figures in the first wave. TMNT Universal Monsters logos, NECA logo. On the back we got some write-ups, or I guess some sayings, and some photo shots of the figure. Really, really dig this figure, but yeah, I can't wait to get it opened up. And on the side we have Bride of Frankenstein, little photo shot of the figure, TMNT Universal Monsters, NECA Real Toys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the... And then on the inside we got a full photo shot of the figure, as well as the figure itself with all her accessories. Really, really nice, guys. Can't wait to get this opened up. So let's go ahead and get her opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright, guys, well, let's go ahead and get right to it. For starters, I have to say the head sculpt and the likeness is pretty spot on to Judith Hoag. I think NECA, I mean, I say it time and time again, NECA just does a bang up job of getting the likeness of these people. I mean, yeah, it's just incredible. I think the way they put their little twist on it was spot on. I think they did it justice, in my opinion, to the original Bride of Frankenstein design, and just added that little something extra, you know. I really feel that way with this whole first line, this first wave of the mashup figures. They did an incredible job with each release. But we'll start with the head articulation. Head does rotate all the way around, and does look down. Looks pretty far up, actually. That's pretty good. There's a nice head tilt. I love the coloring too. I love the color palette that NECA used for this figure. Really, really dig it. I like the way they, not to go too much off of a tangent, but I like the way that they incorporated the yellow raincoat, but they did it more of like a torn up gown. You see the bugs, and you see like a little snake coming around. Actually, no, that's her. Yeah, what is that? Is that her breathing apparatus? Interesting. Yeah, but they made it into like a necklace. I thought it was a snake at first because I saw all the bugs, but yep, that's pretty cool. I like that. As for the arm articulation, arm does come up 90 degrees. It does rotate all the way around. It doesn't seem like there's a swivel or rotation at the upper bicep. There is a single joint in the elbow. Doesn't appear... Yeah, okay, so there is rotation at the elbow, but it's just a little stiff right now because it's fresh out of the box. There is rotation at the wrist, and the hand does go back and forth, but I think it's just a little stiff right now. And as I mentioned with other releases, the Bride of Frankenstein for one, as well as the Invisible Man and Donnie as the Invisible Man, I really like the detail with the bandages that NECA does on these figures. I mean, I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but that bandage looks pretty nice. You can feel the texture of what it would look like, or what it would feel like and I think they did a great job again with this one. I don't know, NECA just does a great job with the bandages on these figures. Like I said, love the coloring. I mean, you see the stitching all along like her arm and stuff like that. Really dig that little details like that. Just NECA kills it with those. As for the other arm, does come up 90 degrees. Does rotate all the way around. And again, single joint in the elbow. Elbow does rotate all the way around. Yeah, see, this one is not as stiff as this one, so it was a little bit easier to get this guy turned around. Rotation of the wrist. And again, there is some back and forth on the hand as well. And again, I have to say, no cutting corners or repeating here. As you can see, the stitching here on the forearm is not the same as over here, the same with the bandages. I like that NECA doesn't cheapen out and just does the same thing on both. I like that they do something different. I mean, it's those little subtle details that I have to really give it to NECA, man. They knock it out of the park. As for the waist, there is some rotation. Not a bit of a bend forward, not too much back. More than likely because of the way the suit is. Yeah, and even on her vest or her skirt there, I like that they did like they stitched that together too. You can, I don't know if the camera picks it up well enough, but you can see the stitching there, and you also see the bandages there under that, and even under the skirt. I like how it goes down to here. As for the leg articulation, I would have to say the legs aren't gonna come up too much just because of the mold of the skirt. This one does come up a little bit further, but not much. I don't want to stretch it and tear the plastic there on this skirt there. So yeah, that's the one thing I'd have to say that I've noticed. Legs really don't have too much in the way of articulation. I mean, you would think they would, but again, I think the skirt hinders that movement. Yeah, I can't even get it that way, get it back or front. Does have double joint in the knee. And then there's it's not really, maybe it's just stiff, but it doesn't feel like there's rotation in the foot all that much. Foot does come up, does come back. And doesn't appear, there's like some rotation at the top of the thigh. So the other leg, same thing. It does come up a little bit more just because of the way the mold of the skirt, but not much. Doesn't go back. There is rotation at the top of the thigh. Again, double joint in the knee. Almost feels like there's rotation at the knee, but I'm not gonna force it. I have a video for you guys. And yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any rotation at the foot. Again, it could just be that it's pretty stiff, but yeah, I'm not gonna force it. And foot does go up and down, and there is some play where it rocks at the ankle a little bit. So, but let's go ahead and put her off to the side, guys, and we'll get a better look at her accessories. So before we get into the accessories, guys, one thing I have to mention, if you do end up picking up this figure, make sure you get a stand for her. In trying to get her to stand up, it was a real pain. That's probably one of my biggest complaints about this figure, is just the way the feet are molded with the shoes. Yeah, it's just hard for her to stand, so I'm using a stand from another figure. Let's go ahead and get into some of the accessories, guys. She comes with a pair of extra hands. I don't know if the camera picks these up well enough, but I really dig the detail on this. They're gripping hands. One is a slightly more gripped hand. I don't know, I think they're probably about the same. Yeah, they're about the same. But yeah, the detail on these is really nice. I like again, I feel NECA kills it with these bandaged figure releases. The nails, I don't know if the nails pick up pretty well, but I like that they got that little black nail polish. Yeah, really nice attention to detail for sure. I really dig the accessories like these. I mean, I would be careful with these because they're pretty tiny. Her hands are really small, so I would be careful with these and not lose them. So yeah, just another forewarning, guys. Up next, guys, we have what looks like a microphone slash Tesla coil or lightning rod sort of thing. Very nice detailing on this. The little button box there. And then you got the what looks like the little Tesla coil there, and then the old school microphone there. Really solid detail on this, guys. I do have to mention though that taking this out of the packaging did seem kind of flimsy. So if you do pick this up, just be very careful with this because I feel like it could snap fairly easily. These are not soft plastic, the tubes here, but yeah, like everything is pretty stiff and pretty dense. I almost feel like I said, I almost feel like this could snap. As for the detail on this though, I love the bandages there and going down the staff. The wood grain here at the bottom looks really solid. And yeah, the coloring on this is really nice too. I really dig that. We got a bit of a shiny wash there at the top on the lettering, but yep, solid accessory, guys. Really nice. Up next, we got another weapon. Now this weapon is sort of like a remold or reused mold from the Raphael as Frankenstein monster. It's the same design, minus the coloring is a little bit different on the hilt. It's a little bit of a darker gray, whereas on that figure it was just it was the same sort of chrome coloring all the way through. But really nice detail on this. I liked it before and I still like it now. Yeah, it's a harder plastic, so very nice. Doesn't feel like it could break easily or anything like that. So not like the staff. The staff felt like it was pretty flimsy, but really solid, guys. Some other accessories. She comes with a couple of I guess experimented on rats. She has one that has like an ear sewn to it, and yeah, he looks pretty mad. Probably because he can hear extra. But the detail on this little accessory is really nice. You can see the red eye there, the teeth. Like he's really mad. And then you can see the stitching there where they stitch the ear. The tail is a bit of a soft plastic, so you got to be careful with that, guys. And then she also comes with another rat. This one has like an eye on it, and the eye looks incredible on this, in my opinion. You see the stitching around there. Again, rat's mad. The red eyes, teeth. Again, soft plastic, so be careful with the tail, guys. But really solid. I think the eye looks really nice. I think the coloring on that looks pretty sharp. Really solid, guys. I'm really digging this figure and these accessories. As always, I mean, NECA knocks it out of the park with these guys, but yeah, really nice. She also comes with a little small spider. Now this, I don't know, the camera will pick this up, but yeah, the coloring on this is really nice. This tarantula, there's not much to it. I would be careful because, as you can see, it's pretty tiny. So just yeah, be careful not to lose this. The legs are a bit of a softer plastic, so not too bad though. They don't feel too flimsy, and the rest of the spider feels pretty solid. So very nice detail on this, and I'm glad NECA puts like those little touches on these accessories like this. It's really killer. Another thing she comes with, guys, she comes with her purse or bag of bones. Really nice. I like how they continued the aesthetic of the stitched together accessories, just like her vest and her jacket. But yeah, this guy's it's a really solid accessory. See a little bone sticking out there. It doesn't come out or anything. I like the coloring on the lock. Very nice. And how it's like nobody's getting into this purse because it's padlocked together. And I have to say the strap is like an actual like chain link chain. I thought that was pretty nice. It's a pretty nice solid attention to detail by NECA as always. But I like that. It's pretty solid. I dig that. And the accessory itself, it feels like a hard, like it feels pretty solid too. So again, NECA knocks it out of the park with these guys. Very, very nice. Last but not least, we have the secondary head sculpt, which I believe this is more of her smiling, as you can see, whereas the default head sculpt is just like a stoic look or just a neutral look. But again, really, really solid detail on this. I love the hair strands throughout the hair. I love that the white stripe. I mean, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous detail. And yeah, again, like I said, I love the coloring that they did for the figure. And yeah, I mean, the likeness is pretty spot on to Judith Hogue, I'd have to say. I like the little lightning earrings that she has. That's a nice touch as well. But really, really solid head sculpt. I'm not sure. I think I'd keep her with the default. I think I like the default better. But yeah, this is still a pretty solid one. I like it. And it's pretty hard. It's a pretty hard plastic too. So yeah. Very, very nice attention to detail, I have to say. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the figure. Are you planning to pick this one up if you see it in the stores? Have you picked up any of the other figures in the line? As of this recording, the only one I'm really missing is the Casey Jones as the Phantom, but like I said before, I'm probably not going to pick it up. From what I've reviewed so far, which is your favorite? Or even what I haven't reviewed yet, which is your favorite? Would definitely be interested to know, so comment down below and let me know as well. If you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again, guys, for coming back and for the continued support. Like I say, time and time again, I enjoy the conversations I have with everybody in the comments as well as on Instagram and stuff like that. Seriously, guys, y'all rock. Until then, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy and have a good one.